voices saying some better words.
Probably by his parents or maybe his teacher, that he'll eventually become more fearless.
Things you own end up owning you. Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to EAP Space. I'm James and this is
Jenny.
And today we are going to
React to Stressed Out by 21 Pilots.
Let's check it out. So this song is called Stressed Out, but you know what's not stressful? Learning English. Talk about learning English. This video is presented to you by EAP Space. EAP Space is an online English learning platform that's both great for beginners and advanced students looking to improve their English. Also, the courses provided are recognized globally by many universities. It's available on any device with internet access. I'll link it in the description below. So today we're breaking down this song because I've always heard it on the radio, but I've never seen the video before and I've never actually paid attention to the lyrics. Let's check that out.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think.
Just pause it right there. I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. So as an artist, he wished that he made better music. He wished he made better beats and better sounds. Like all this potential is out there and he can't reach it. Same with his voice. He doubts his voice. He wished as an artist that he had a better voice and he's not happy with his work. He's doubting his ability to sing and his ability to compose music.
I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. So I guess he's stressed out because, you know, it's hard to find something original. And also, these days, everyone thinks that like the last word of the song, the previous line and the line after should be rhyming. So I guess that also causes stress because in order to make a song be meaningful, there might not just be that word that rhymes and allows him to articulate how he feels. So I guess that does cause a lot of stress. I was told when I get older, all my fears will shrink. But now I'm insecure and I care what people think. So he was told, probably by his parents or maybe his teacher, that he'll eventually become more fearless. But as he's growing older, or even though now he's grown older, he still feels insecure and he still cares about what people think. So in the music video, he had a tricycle. So I think that kind of also symbolizes his insecurity. He still needs training wheels.
Yeah, he feels like he's not grown up yet.
Yeah.
He's still a child inside.
He was like riding like a adult-sized tricycle.
Yeah.
So I guess to me that was reflecting his insecurity.
My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
He's trying to introduce himself like, oh, hi, my name is Jenny, right? But because of his insecurities, he feels like he's just a nobody. He's just, you know, probably on the news where there's people with the mosaic on his face. So it's just like someone in the background. The fact that he wants to have a better voice, that sing better words, etc. He wants to be someone that people recognize and remember. He doesn't want to just be a blurry face. So he cares about what people think of him to make him stand out.
That was pretty cool.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Pause it right there. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when our mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Pretty self-explanatory. Like when you're stressed, you just go back to the times when you're a kid, there's no stress, right? He's just saying that he's really stressed out and he's just reminiscing about the times when you're a kid where there's no stress. When our mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. So like what I was saying before, your mom doesn't sing to you while you're asleep now, so you just keep thinking about those times when he's a child and he's not stressed, and then he's just probably wondering like why he's stressed out now.
I guess also back then we had our mums singing so that we can go to sleep, but even though we're still insecure, we don't no longer have our mom's protection. So I guess that's why he wants to go back to the good old days where he had a shelter or someone to protect him. Like you said, our mom's no longer going to sing us to sleep, and we're pretty like stressed out due to all the environmental factors. And as well as, like you said, he cares about what people think. So internally, he's also giving himself stress.
Smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder.
Let's pause it right there. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from?
Well, you know how there's sometimes where we think about, like there's this scent we smell and it's like, oh, I've smelt that when I was young, or oh, I've heard that song when I was young. So it triggers your memory.
Yeah, I feel like how come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? So smells, right? It can cause you to remember like an emotion, right? Or like a good time, or like even a bad time, right? So I guess when you're really stressed out, you start losing yourself.
I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. So I guess because when he was young, he had such a good memory of when he was younger. If he ever found that smell where he was like, that reminds me of my past or when I was a child, he would want to make a candle out of it so he can continue to like enjoy or experience that smell whilst he's stressed out. But because he can never find where it was coming from, it's a wishful thinking saying that he would make a candle out of it if he ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. I guess that memory is unique to him, right? So yes, he would want to share his joys as a child to others and continue to do that, but probably no one else would like it because it's unique to him.
On the line after, it says, it'd be to my brother, because we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam.
Yeah, he'll sell one, yeah. And the only one that would share that memory or that enjoyment or experience with him would be his brother who grew up with him.
And he's assuming that he's probably also experiencing the same thing.
The singer and his brother had the same experience. So like even though he would want to share that experience with others, the only one who would be like, oh, I can relate would be his brother.
But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, you would take the ladder.
So that candle, right, that both him and his brother would purchase if they did have that product, like we said, it reminds them of the past, right? So when nothing really mattered. So when they had no stress, they had nothing to worry about. Their mom was singing them to sleep. And out of student loans and treehouse homes, we would all take the ladder, saying, would you rather go through all the stress of studying and accumulating that loan from education or live in a treehouse home? They'll rather take the ladder, the treehouse home, because you might not have the education, but you have a home that's fun and more stress-free.
That part where he said ladder, it's like a play on words, like taking the ladder.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to
gonna stop it right there.
We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and we'd fly it far away. So I think most of us when we were kids, we all did that. We had imaginary friends, or like, you know, like he said, he had a brother. So he would play pretend and perhaps pretended to be an astronaut and fly all the way to the moon. So they really had no stress. All they had was a great imagination and could have the best fun they could just by playing pretend.
Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at our face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
I guess he's kind of saying he still has a dream now, but people are like, oh, you can't just be sitting there and dreaming. You can't you know, live in your imagination, for example. You need to like snap into reality and make money. But this wasn't an issue when he was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Wish we could turn back time
The sisters.
to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money.
Yeah.
And this song is very relatable to most adults.
I think so. Even if you don't go to uni, right? Like the student loans and treehouse. Like you definitely pick playing in treehouse than, you know, going to work. Like, yeah, you'd have less things, right? But sometimes the things you own end up owning you, right? So the more things you have, the more stress you have. You would rather just have a treehouse, nothing's inside, just climb the ladder. So, well, I'm so glad that we went back and watched the video. I know it's like been like 6 years now since it's released, but I'm so glad I went back and checked it out. It was much deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
It's much more relatable and deeper than I thought than just a good song. Thanks, Jenny, for being on.
Yeah, thank you.
If you like what you saw, please hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We post every Wednesdays and Fridays. So Wednesdays, we'll be doing reaction analysis type videos. And on Fridays, I'll invite a guest over and then we'll play some English learning games. Stay tuned for more English learning videos.